Hi, everyone. Alchemist here. Thank you guys for joining the chat. And today, I'm going to talk about, in this live session, I'm going to talk about how tarot basically changed my life. Some of you already started writing in the chat. Thank you very much. Hello, Rorin Fork, 78, Kisara. Hello, Lara's World. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. I really appreciate it. Simona, Leary, hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Really appreciate it. So, hi, Infinite Health. Hi, Ina Witch. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. So today, the life is about tarot and how it changed my life. And I want to share my personal experience with you because maybe that can help you in one way or another. Because the occults, the realm of the occults, is not something that's very mainstream. It's not something that's very popular. It's not something that many people practice. It's it's something that a lot of you and many people around the world are scared of practicing. And not only that, it's something that guys are scared of practicing. The male, like guys, like it's male, like a lot of women, a lot of girls are in this field, or like we can see in the new age community, the spirituality, there are a lot of guys who are embracing that. But when it comes to the occult, when it comes to reading tarot, when it comes to witchcraft, when it comes to doing rituals, when it comes to connecting to demons and spirits, you don't see a lot of guys doing that. There are. I'm not saying there isn't. There are, but it's really rare, and it's a field that intimidates a lot of people. Like to go out there saying that I read tarot or that I do the occult for a living. That is something that many are scared to say, and many are intimidated to say. And even if you say that to other people, their reaction, their answer towards you, it's either ridicule, it's either it's either fascination. I've had both, either fascination or ridicule, or in between, not knowing what to say, or it's a you can get all sorts of reactions when you tell people that that's what you do for a living. So I want to share with you my personal experience, and hopefully that's going to help you with your personal journey, with your personal life. And honestly, the trigger for it was this beautiful tool. This was the trigger for it. With everything in it, this was the trigger of this journey. Hello. Get Smart Quick, Angela, Asha. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining. And I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to do some Q&A, answer the questions at the end of this live session. But the beginning of my journey, before I knew where I knew about tarot, it was I just want to give you perspective, and it's okay if I share this with you because maybe a lot of you don't know about this. My previous life, before I was doing this for a living, on my day-to-day life, it's my life right now. Before, I was, for years, for decades, I was living like a normal person. And a normal person, as in like normal. I was killing my gifts, I was killing my intuition by trying to fit in. By trying to fit in as hard as possible. And what do I mean by I was normal? I was normal as in like I had a day job, I was a 9-to-5er, I worked in a corporation, I managed things, I directed things. My life was very normal. And on paper, everything was great. If you look at my life back then on paper, you would be like, wow, you lived this, you had this. Things were there, basically what people label the American dream, I guess. It was there. The money was there, the status was there, the car, the house, the everything, everything, the environment, the friends, everything was there. And you realize that even though you have it all, even though you have all of these things, that, by the way, for years and decades I had to freaking study for. It's a load of BS because I hate school. Yet I have degrees with S, not just one. I have different degrees. I have different diplomas. I could be a scholar if from the literal sense of the word. I was a scholar, but not in the occult, in other fields, and I was very proficient in those fields. So when it comes to studying, with getting degrees, getting diplomas, getting certificates, getting this, getting that, in order to attain a certain position or a job, I was there. I was up there. I always had those things. So how did I go from that? How did I go from that to reading tarot? What the hell? Like, how does that even happen, and how does it even make sense? Because I know that a lot of people, they go from high school, or they go from, basically, you finish high school, you get a job, ran any kind of job, and then your family's into the occult. Maybe your mom, maybe your aunt, maybe your cousins, maybe your friends are either witches or they're spiritual people, and then you're familiar with that, and then you have a job here and there, and then you start reading tarot. No, for me it was completely not that. I had a career in a corporate world. Like, I mean it, guys. A career in a corporate world, like, very normal, like the normal stuff, the stuff where if I would tell to these people that I read tarot, they would probably fire my ass, like, right away. So like, I want to share with you that, regardless of what your life is, what's your surrounding, your family, your friends, what people think about your life, the career you have, it might have nothing to do with the occult, nothing. But that leap of faith, when you make it, and you decide, and you declare to the universe, and the universe is yourself after all, you declare that you want to do what fulfills you, then everything is possible. But what triggers that? It triggered the fulfillment. It's like, on paper you had it all. As I said, I had it all on paper. But then you go back home, and then you're miserable, you're lonely, even though you have friends, but you still feel lonely, and you feel miserable, and you don't feel fulfilled. So you have the money, you have the environment, you have the friends, you have the car, the nice car, not just some junky car. You have a super nice car, you have a super nice place, you have everything that other people probably dream of having, but then you feel like crap at the end of the day. You don't feel fulfilled. And you always realize that there's something missing, that there's a void, that there's something that's not there, that you came in this lifetime here for a certain purpose, and it has to do with the occult, it has to do with spirituality, it has to do with seeing, with reading, with rituals. You know that deep inside, but you kill it. You choose to kill it because you refuse to be the black sheep. You refuse to be the different person. You refuse to be the unique person. You want to fit in, so you destroy who you are just to fit in, just so your friends and your family are like, ha 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 ha, you're like us, ha 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 ha, we like you, ha ha, you're like us, we're like you, ha 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 ha. That's how I see it. So I've been there, I've lived through that, and it happened with the tarot thing. I just found myself organically, intuitively. It all started with me starting watching on YouTube tarot readings, and it was years ago. And I started, like, I was into, first of all, I was into spirituality, and that was going on for years. For years, I was researching every spiritual aspect of what the New Age teaches you. Meditation, I've done it. Yoga, I've done it. trying to open the third eye, I've done it. Sound bath, I've done it. Like all of these practices, all of the retreats, I've done it. Like all of these practices, that's the new age is telling you to do to become who you are. I've done it, and still nothing worked. Nothing worked. Like I was just like, here I am. I can meditate so good. I can do this. I can do that, and I'm still not fulfilled. Nothing is fulfilling you. And I started many years ago, just like intuitively watching tarot readings online. And then I started going to tarot readings, to tarot readers as well. I started going to readings. So I would go on the weekend or after work, and I would buy a reading with someone and then get a reading. And it became almost like an obsession. It became something that I could not I couldn't hold from doing. I just had to know about tarot. There was this itch. There was this kind of urge of like, what is this tarot thing that I need to do tarot? That I need to do tarot readings, not necessarily learn tarot, but it started with just getting readings, learning more about what the suits are. Oh, pentacles means money, huh? Interesting. Oh, swords means air. Okay, interesting. It started very lightly like that. It's very lightly. And then what happened is I started getting more and more tarot readings. I started watching a lot of tarot readings on YouTube, like the collective readings that I myself do right now. And one day, I'm going to show you here at work. I was working back then, a day job, a 9 to 5. It was more like a 9 to 6 or 9 to 7. But then there was this is random. This is very random. There was this coworker who I'm not even very close to, and I'm not really like, I don't know this person very well. We know each other as colleagues of work. And believe it or not, she one day just came and gave me a tarot deck. This one. She gave me a tarot deck out of nowhere. She just gave me a tarot deck. I wasn't a tarot reader. I didn't read tarot. I wasn't into thinking that I'm gonna be a tarot reader one day. None of that. She just gave it to me. It was almost like it was like my spirit guides or whoever they were. They guided that event to happen. So I can get this without going to a spiritual store, without buying a tarot deck. This was given to me, and this deck is such a beautiful deck. It's so unique. It's so beautiful. It has this golden hue here, and the cards are so they're like just so beautiful. I've never seen this deck in any store. I don't know where the person got it from. I don't know why she gave it to me. I just don't know. Everything is just shrouded in mystery. But I got a tarot deck, and it coincided with me when I got this tarot deck. I started pulling cards, and it coincided with me getting a tarot reading from Ina Witch, which I'm sure many of you watching here probably watch her channel too, probably watch her readings too. I was guided to go get a reading from her, and it was very random. She used to work in an occult store, occult spiritual store, and I was there because I had to do some stuff. I had some errands to do. Let's call them errands. I had to do some errands, and then I was just randomly passing by this occult store. I just had time to kill on the weekend, and I had time to kill, and I'm like, oh, when I was passing by the store, and I'm like, oh, let me go into the store, and I went in the store, and then I saw that there's a tarot reading, someone who does a tarot reading there, and I was like, okay, so let me get a tarot reading. Why not? I have some time to kill, and I had some questions to know about my career, about my life, about where I'm going, and everything. So I needed a tarot reading. And then which was already doing a tarot reading for someone else, and I had to wait 1 hour before I got my reading. 1 hour. I was waiting in that store for 1 hour. I was just there for 1 hour doing nothing, and I didn't change my mind. I didn't leave. I wasn't like I just had to stay there. I don't know, something was like, no, you need to get this reading. So I did the reading with her. It was amazing. And then I realized that she does workshops. Back then, she did workshops to teach tarot, And I started going to these workshops to learn tarot from her and from other practitioners. These people were so talented. They know tarot like holy moly. They know tarot so well. And then within the first session, I go, and within the first session, first time I'm ever gonna read tarot, which like typical style of teaching, which is amazing. She just pulled the cards, and then she gave me the deck, and she's like, okay, pull some cards, and then she was like, read, tell us in front of people. There was, I think, 10 people. She's like, so what do you see in the cards? I was so embarrassed. I was so like, I was nervous. I was embarrassed. Everyone there read so well. Everyone was amazing, and everyone had experience. Some people even read tarot. They charged to read tarot for others, and here I was, like a novice, like basically a beginner, and I was put in the spot. And Ina Witch was like, "What do you see in the cards? Tell us. Just read." And before I knew it, I just started describing the cards, and I didn't stop. And I was talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, wow, where the heck did this come from? How did I say what I just said? How did I say it? That's reading tarot intuitively. That's what you call using a tool to channel spirit. Don't get caught up in thinking that if you learn the minutiae and details of tarot, you're gonna become a good tarot reader. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Tarot has to be your tool to channel spirit. It doesn't matter what the cards are saying. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter. But when you look at the card, it unlocks something in you. Okay, it unlocks something in you. And when it unlocks it, you start speaking.